Hello everybody, welcome to Monday, May 10th, 2021. Mr. Pear here with your rundown of what you're doing today. Bell ringer, first and foremost, get done. It's the last Monday bell ringer. We're not going to have any next week, so it's our last week of bell ringers, so make sure to get done. You're going to turn in your carbon cycle activity from last week, if you haven't done so yet already. Then we're going to look at quick biome notes, and then we're going to roll right into our biome project, which is our kind of our test over ecology to it. So let's look at our biome notes real quick. It's part 6. It's just half a page, so it's not too much. Remember that a biome is a large area. It's a community where the vegetation, plants, wildlife, animals are specifically suited for that particular climate, that particular area. That's a biome. It's the largest things that we can group things into. In that environment, the plants and animals have traits that help them survive in that particular location. Like penguins are adapted to Arctic climates, whereas flamingos are more tropical. If you switch the two and put flamingos in the Arctic and penguins in where flamingos live, they're going to die. They don't have the right traits to fit that environment. So that's what biomes kind of are there. Plants and animals that live within the smaller areas usually depend on each other for survival. Those are then broken down into our ecosystems. Like technically we are considered a deciduous forest in Illinois because we're in that part of it, but we have our own ecosystem within us that is the prairie, where we have specific things within the prairie. So within each biome there are lots of different ecosystems that go into making it up. I kind of just give an average amount. There's also the cedar glades in the deciduous forest, which we looked at in our food chain activity a couple weeks ago. Those are all within deciduous forests, which is why you can see foxes in one area and also in the other area, because they're very similar. They just might have some small details that are changed up that do make it a little bit different. And some animals have unique things just to that environment, but for the most part, they have general things that would help them live in a variety of different places within that same biome. To it. There's 6 major types of biomes with a couple of things divided up into there in different categories. We have things like our freshwater environments. Those are like our lakes, rivers, streams. Marine is what it's officially called, but that would be our oceans. You have desert biomes, forest biomes, which include, this is the one that's kind of the variety broken up in there. You got rainforests, which are unique. Our deciduous forests, which are around here. Kind of we have a lot of broadleaf trees. You have the taiga forest, which is a lot of like what they're called conifers, or those are like your pine trees and Christmas trees, a lot of the needle-based trees. So there's a couple of different forests in there. You got your grassland environments. Those are like your outbacks and your savannas and those types of areas that are more maybe flat land with it. And then you have your tundra, which is like the Arctic, places up north. Tundra being one of the places up north there. To it. From within there, like I mentioned, some of them get specific then more within. Like the rainforest is an example of a different type of forest. So what you're going to be doing for your project is that you're going to be researching some of our different things that we talked about in ecology specifically for your environment. And I'll show you how you can do that here. This is what's going to be on, you're going to have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, to work on this. It's due on Thursday. So a couple more days, kind of similar to the Darwin stuff that we just had. Load up our biome project. I'll load up in here. All right, the first thing that you'll need to do is pick the biome that you're going to be working from. Move myself out of the way here. Up here in the corner, you see this wheel. You're going to click on the wheel. It's going to load up this website, which you're going to click to spin to see what type of environment that you are going to get. So you click. And it tells you what your biome is. So in this case, you'd be getting the taiga forest if you rolled for that. But I'll let you roll for it. See which one that you get. Put a little random element in there. And then make sure to put what your biome is right down below where it says my biome is. Then what you're going to be doing, there's going to be a bunch of slides that you're going to have to create based off of what you are doing. So like for example, your first slide here, your animal slide. You're going to find 6 animals that are common in your biome, find a variety of different things to fill out your biome. You need the specific name of the animal, not just frog or elephant, but give me the specific type of frog or elephant that is in there. And then along with that, you give me a couple of different things. You're going to give me an adaptation that they have that helps them survive in that area. And tell me if they're a carnivore, herbivore, or omnivore for your animals. What type of consumer are they? To it. And then you're going to give me a picture of the animal with it. We have the stuff divided into these different slides on the different pages. So you got your animal name, adaptation, what type of vor they are, and then a picture. And you just fill them out. And there's 2 slides for it because we got 3 on one, 3 on the other. And then you're going to do the same thing for plants, except for plants, we're only going to make you do 4 of them. Specific type of name, don't just put grass or cactus. There are names to the grass and cacti and everything like that. An adaptation that they have that lets them survive, a picture of it. Obviously, they're all producers because they're plants. So in this one, we divided it up 2 and 2. So you have 10 things total. 4 plants, 6 animals, already done. Wham bam. You're then going to describe the actual biome, which you just got to answer these questions about your biome. What's the climate like? What's the average temperature? What are some defining land features? Like, is it very mountainous? Are there a lot of trees? Is it flatland environment? Like, what are defining things that are in your area? There's seasons, because in different places around the world, there's different seasons. And then their precipitation amount, because we talked about our water cycle and whatnot. Usually that is involved with the climate, how much rain that they get, because that usually means how many plants can grow in that area. Where it's located, what you're going to do for this one is that on this map, you are going to circle or copy this into a drawing app and color it in if you want to do that part. You're going to color in where your biome is at on the world. Or you could take the circle tool and you can just move a circle over the different areas in the world where your biome is located. Basically, you're going to fill out this map. But it needs to be this one. I don't want you to just type in, whatever rainforest map and give me that. I want you to actually fill out the map itself there. You've got your limiting factors and various threats things. So you need to come up with 3 limiting factors and how it affects the population that are specific for your area. Because obviously, like if you're the ocean, water isn't going to be a limiting factor. They live in it. I mean, there's lots. It's 70% of the world. Water is not a limiting factor for those types of areas. So you'll have to research some different living area or limiting factors in there. Just tell how it affects the population. We got our symbiosis relationships. You got to give me 3 of our different types of relationships. So you got to give me an example of mutualism happening in your area. Find a picture of it. Parasitism happening in your area. Find a picture. Commensalism happening in your area. Find a picture. And you're going to have a food web where you need 12 or more organisms in that food web and connect them up. Here's an easy way to do this. You already have 6 animals and 4 plants from what you did way back in the first couple of slides there. So all you gotta do is add a decomposer to it plus 1 additional thing to it, and you've already done a lot of your food web there. You just gotta connect them up in the different ways based on what they eat. Thing is with this one is that since you're making it on you make it on the slideshow, you make it on a piece of paper. This one, we are having you make a picture along with it. So that can either be a drawn picture or a picture that you have and you've put in from the internet and you've used the slide here to it. And you're going to do the same thing, but you're going to make an energy pyramid. You're going to list where all of the you need to pick a food chain from your food web that you just created right here, and you're going to link them in the energy pyramid and decide how they go on. Your food chain that you pick must be 4 links long. So you need to find something that's 4 links, and then you're going to fill out our energy pyramid there. And that's it. That's the final thing that you are doing for the BIOME project. So you've got today, tomorrow, and Wednesday to go about doing that. I'm turning it in on Thursday. It encompasses everything that we've covered in our unit for ecology. So it shows a little bit of your demonstration of everything as we're going through it. If you have any questions, do not hesitate to ask. Other than that, I'll still post a video tomorrow, but it's going to be very quick since all the instructions are in this one. But I will give you another video just to keep you on track of what you should be doing today. Each day you should complete about a third of it. So let's see how many slides there are real quick. There's 19 slides, so that's about 6 slides a day that you should do. Because the first slide is literally the title page. And then almost every other one's an instruction page. But you should be able to work through 6 slides each day to keep on track to get finished with it at the end. Now, some of them involve more work than others. Obviously, we understand that. So in some days, maybe work a little bit more, a little bit less. That's up to you. As long as it gets done on Thursday, we'll be A-okay. You're turning it in. But email if you have any questions. Doing well, staying safe. Hopefully, everything's back. Hopefully, you get to see us again before the end of the school year, because we only have one more week after this. So hopefully you come back to school. But until then, we will see you later. Bye.